there was a video by Brandy that was very popular. It was called "This Boy Is Mine." And these two women are singing about the fact that, no, he's my boyfriend, no, he's my boyfriend, whatever. We sat down and talked about that video, and it started with, do you even want a boyfriend that's going out with somebody else? And then there was the whole discussion about, well, I don't, maybe, you know, he's pretty hot, maybe I'd want to take him from him, but, you know, but it went from that to, well, if he's with you, he's with her, and he's with her, he's probably having sex with her, and he's probably having sex. What do you think that's about? And then we went into STDs. You know, there's all kinds of ways to get around that. There may be even some movies out there. Now I can't think of at the top of my head. Some movies that you might, you know, have a girls' night and watch a movie, and then have a discussion. But what's really important around here,
just say it.
Maybe my feminism is coming out here. I have to be careful sometimes. What I see here in this area of Tennessee, girls come into my office and they still believe that they're going to fall in love in junior high, they're going to marry that guy when they get out of high school, he's going to support them, and she's going to have babies. That's the scenario. And so when I talk to teenagers, so what if you don't get married? You going to go to college? No. Why? Well, I got to find somebody to marry. Why? Well, because I need somebody to support me. Why? You know, there's this real sense in this area that's very, I don't know. Girls just don't have a sense of that it's okay to be individuals, and that they might have to support themselves. I mean, I even get that other group in my office of people that are single moms and still refuse to go out and work to support their kids, because the notion was, I need to find somebody to marry to support me and my kids. And when DCS says, no, you've got to get a job, they said in my office, I don't get that, because I got a boyfriend and he's going to marry me. So it may be more about talking to the girls about a sense of self.
Which might be why they're so bent right now, the 13, 14-year-old, on a boyfriend.
A boyfriend, absolutely. I mean, it's
so
very ingrained around here that that's what you do. And that's the way you survive. And the difficult end of that is I have 50 and 60-somethings that come into my office that have alcoholic husbands, that are being abused, that whatever, and can't leave because they've never had a job, and they know that if they leave, they don't have a roof over their head and they don't have food to eat. I mean, you know, that's the other end of that spectrum. And there's a lot of that going around. So it's more about, you know, so if you decide to have sex, you know, why are you having it? What's it about? If somebody's not treating you well, that kind of peer pressure that guys put on girls about having sex, to know they can say no. And it's kind of cool right now because there's that, what's it called? I know Justin Bieber and the brothers that sing in that group. The Jonas Brothers. There's they've taken celibacy. So there are some really big name people out there.
Justin Bieber?
That you can get some info. I think Justin Bieber's one of them. I know it's the Jonas Brothers for sure. that are part of that group. And I know my niece, who's in Colorado, it's a big thing in her high school.
Abstinence?
The abstinence thing. They got T-shirts, and they wear rings. They wear chastity rings, boys and girls. So it's a really big thing. So it's not just.
You get that around here, like at the youth groups and stuff.
Yeah.
I know in our youth group we had a thing, and my daughter has a ring that she wears
Yeah.
from that.
We have a lady that's kind of come out and do that with some of our older, and she does it in the public schools. But I'm wondering if we need to find out what they do know before
Yeah.
she comes out, especially with the girls,
Yeah, we need to have a chat.
because it might be.
You know, I notice like if something comes up at the house with the boys and stuff, and I might say something, they get embarrassed more because it's coming from the opposite sex than if Greg addresses the issue with them.
Right. Right. And very true. I mean, as much as you love your sons and the boys that you deal with, you can't teach them how to be men. The men have to do that.
You come
Makes
help me.
Makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
It's not on my show.
Yeah, I'm going over to Greg's.
Yeah.
Good. That's
Well,
probably,
and
you know, that probably would be a good thing.
That wouldn't be such a bad thing with the houses,
And, you know, we
that
could.
to plan ahead of time and have all the guys talk, you know, you could just,
Us?
I'm sure you could find some exercises. I could maybe even look up, but I'm sure there's some games or some, just to find out how much they know and what they need to know, and the women could all get together with the girls.
And you know, even Paige, because she's got, just to have Paige tell them girls how she is, because my daughter is so modest. I mean, I cannot, she locks her door when she changes, which I love. And when I knock on it and I'll say, it's Mom, she'll say, well, you wait a minute.
Right.
And I wait, because I love that.
Yeah.
And she's just very modest in that, and for her to have a perspective, and the girls look up to Paige.
Oh, yeah.
So that would be a really good thing to do.
Yeah, so that may be something. But I also suspect, I don't know if there's rules and regulations in terms of how much can be shared and not shared and whatever. So that probably needs to be looked at as well. But good, healthy sex education. Are we breaking? I think
She's gone to get
past
lunch.
lunch.
It's 12 or 5.
That's right.
Okay, should we take a break?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.